I would not be here standing straight up if it wasn't for two women. My life partner, Kate, and Kamala, my partner in this sacred work at Black Mountain Circle. So, I love you both.
So, thank you, Steve. I couldn't let my partner in crime sit. We're standing together. I want to thank Steve and Kate for creating the Geography of Hope. They did so when they were co-owners of Point Reyes Books, and in the past 4 years, Geography of Hope has now become the flagship of our nonprofit, Black Mountain Circle. Some of you today have been at all of the previous 8 weekends, and some of you in the audience are here for the first time. The Geography of Hope began in 2008, and it was focused that first year on Wallace Stegner. 2009 was Farming and Rural Life. 2011, Reflections on Water. 2013, Igniting the Green Fire, Finding Hope in Aldo Leopold's Land Ethic. 2015, Women in the Land. That was actually the first Geography of Hope I came to as a volunteer. 2016, Call of the Forest, Water, Climate, and Spirit. 2017, Ancestors in the Land. 2018, Finding Resilience in Nature in Perilous Times. And that gets us to today. Pilgrimage Redefined. And the good news this year is that Geography of Hope does not end tomorrow afternoon. This year we've actually expanded the program, and we're letting this theme, the overarching theme, Sacred in the Land, and the theme of pilgrimage inform almost all our programs this year. In 2 weeks, we have a community song circle with Ma Muse, which I'm afraid to say is sold out. The next day, we're taking our first pilgrimage walk, as Steve mentioned, with Kate Bunney in Point Reyes National Seashore. We've already had our first film screening with Toby McLeod and Chief Colleen Sisk. And our next film would be with Toby and Melissa Nelson in May. 4 storytellers are coming to Point Reyes, starting with Martin Shaw, then Barry Lopez, Robert McFarlane, and Rebecca Solnit. And finally, Sharon Blackie is returning. Our lucky number this year must be 4. 4 song circles, 4 pilgrimage walks, 4 films, 4 storytellers, and another day-long event on spiritual ecology for educators and students at Bishop O'Dowd High School in Oakland. Clearly, creating one weekend gathering was not enough for us this year. We want to be in even further and deeper relation with all of you, with Sacred in the Land and pilgrimage, and not just this weekend, but all year long. So you might be wondering, who is in the room today? We have over 50 young people who are supported in being here through our scholarship fund and the generosity of 12 donors. So many volunteers that literally this weekend would not happen without them. Housing hosts who generously open their homes to our storytellers. Paying attendees whose support we really need. And gifted tickets. We invited a number of people as our guests. In truth, this event was not selling out as we'd originally hoped, and we made a call a few weeks ago to open it up, and we wanted a full room, and we wanted each and every one of you in this room here today. You might also be wondering why there was no published program schedule. That's a question I actually got from a few of you. And I wrote you back a lengthy response because it wasn't for lack of planning. This is now our second year where we have actually been in a lengthy dialogue for several months about the schedule and how best to design the day. Kate, Bunney, Gigi Coyle, Steve and I talked at length and with the storytellers to put our best thoughts forward. We also asked of the storytellers to arrive a day early, and they all got here by Thursday evening, Friday morning. We spent the day together yesterday so we could get to know each other, know where we're at, talk about this, so that when you're seeing them on stage today, it's not their first time having met each other. We've met. We've been together the past 24 hours, steeping and brewing. And we have asked for their input in designing the flow of the day. So Steve and I did not design it. It is truly a collective process. But one person has been instrumental in keeping Steve and I on our toes this year. And that was Gigi Coyle.